Hello there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria James, but if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and welcome to the family. Today I'm back again with a story. It's a true life experience that happened to my sis some couple of years ago. At that time, it was a scary story, it was a scary thing just to think about it, but today I think about it and I laugh because for me it seems like a funny crazy thing that happened to her. So I remember it was a normal day just like any other. I remember it was on a Friday. So we woke up early in the morning. We were going to our usual businesses. So my sis, the one I'm talking about right now, was actually going for work. And I remember that time our big sister was actually going to the hospital to take his son for a checkup. And it was nothing serious, it was just a normal checkup for a kid. So, and at the moment, my sister, the one I'm talking about, was working in a restaurant in the city of Nairobi as a cashier. So she had gone to work early in the morning as usual, and at around 10, at her workplace, there came a man who was smartly dressed, a very mature guy, maybe at his 50s or something, a guy who was actually mature, somebody you could look at and somebody who is like a father figure, somebody who is very mature at his 50s and something. So this guy went to where my sister was working at her desk, and he greeted her, calling her by name, and introduced himself as Uncle Dan. So this guy introduced himself to my sister as Uncle Dan, and my sister was all excited because he bought the idea. I don't know why she bought the idea about this Uncle Dan. And mind you, this guy was not uncle for real, but I don't know how he was capable of deceiving my sister and call himself uncle. So my sister was all excited and they started chatting. This guy would ask my sister, how is the family, how is mom, how is everybody back at home? And my sister would gladly reply that they are okay, they are fine. How about you? How is auntie? And I don't know. And they engage into a talk there about family. How have you been? How, it's been long and all that. So, and then my sister started introducing this guy. I remember she introduced this guy to the boss. And she was like, meet my uncle Dan, this is my uncle. Introduced him to the people they were working with, telling everybody, meet my uncle, this is my uncle, meet my uncle, this is my uncle. It's crazy. I don't know who does that. So this guy, afterwards, after all the introduction, now everybody has bought the idea that this is uncle. And he now told my sister that the reason as to why I'm here is because I'm trying to contact people back at home, back at your home, to tell them that there's an emergency that happened, and their phones, they're not going through, so I had to come here to tell you in person. And what he told my sister is that your sister, your big sis, have had an accident, and she's in the Kenyatta National Hospital, and it's very very serious because she's critically, she's bad, she's not doing well, it's serious. So you need to rush there, go there, see her, because you don't know what might happen in the next minute. So my sister got worried and was like, oh my god. And now she remembered that actually our big sis was going to the hospital, and mind you, it was the same Kenyatta National Hospital that this guy, the so-called uncle, is talking about. So my sister panicked a lot, I remember. And at the moment, her phone had gone off because of the charge battery. So she had to borrow a phone from a close friend. And this phone, she borrowed a phone from a friend, and then she had to take, like, I think 5,000 Kenyan shillings. Hurried. Okay, she was like so much in a hurry, but uncle uncle told her that actually I'm not gonna go with you right now. I'm going to run some errands here in town, but I'm gonna meet you in at the Kenyatta National Hospital later. But for you, you have to rush there and go there. And uncle left, leaving my sister to like prepare herself so that she can go to the hospital. My sister in a lot of panic. She was even crying. You're crying because you've been told that everything is serious. So she didn't call even back home and tell us what happened. So she just went, and she went to board a matatu to go to Kenyatta National Hospital, somewhere in Kencom State in town. And when she was there, this guy, uncle came. She found her there, and he started engaging another kind of stories. Have you not gone yet? Why are you still here? And my sister will tell her, I'm not going. Oh, I needed to wind up whatever I was doing back at job so that I can hand over to someone else. It's my time to go now. I have to go. But this uncle did not let my sister board the matatu. He was like engaging in so much kind of talks, and my sister was buying all the talks and all that because he's actually speaking to uncle. So it's somebody you can trust. You can trust your uncle. Uncle will not deceive. Hey, I don't know how my sister could believe this is uncle surely. And mind you, my sister knows all our uncles, so I don't know how she got deceived by this uncle. I really don't know. This kind of a misread I'll never understand. So as they were just there, my sister she did not board the matatu actually, because and I remember at the time that she was at the Kencom stage, it was now around 11 o'clock in the morning. So they went she now when she recovered again from the incident, it was 6 o'clock in the evening, and she found herself seated at a certain restaurant in town, somewhere in the receptionist area. She just woke up from a deep sleep. So she was like sleeping in the receptionist area from maybe 11 to now 6 o'clock in the evening. So when she woke up, she asked the receptionist, for how long have I been here? And the receptionist will tell her, you've been here for quite some time. You were actually with two men that you came with here, but they left you, and they said they were coming back, but they left you around. But that was just it. My sister could not remember the two men. The only thing she was remembering is that there was one uncle that she was with, Uncle Dan. And now she's trying to remember, actually this guy is not my uncle. But now that is the the particular moment that my sister came to realize that this was not Uncle Dan. This was not my uncle. This is a person I didn't know. I know you are not related. I don't know that guy. I don't know what has happened. I don't know how he got me from my workplace. I don't know how he deceived me. I don't know what happened, but this guy, it was not my uncle. So when she checked her bag, she had no phone. And mind you, this is somebody else's phone. It's not even her phone. And it was a new phone. It was a new phone. You can just imagine. It's not hers. It's somebody else. There's no phone. The cash that she had, 5,000 Kenya shillings, gone. All she had was her bag and herself. Just that. Everything was gone. She had nothing. So she borrowed a phone from the receptionist, called back home, and I remember she was telling us, please send me fare because I don't have fare back home, and please wait for me at the stage because I can't go home alone. She was like terrified and afraid. So I remember we sent her fare so that she can come back home. But before coming back home, she had to go back to her workplace. And when she went back to work, everybody would ask, how is your sister? How is she? How is everybody? How is your sister doing? And all that. But she was even ashamed to tell them that the guy that came to her workplace is not Uncle Dan. But she had to say it, and people were laughing. Who does that? How does somebody come to you and introduce himself as uncle and you believe? How? Who does that? I think it's only my sister who does that. Somebody who you're not related. It's somebody that you've not even ever seen in your entire life, and you're believing it's your uncle. It's really amazing. But now she came back home, and I remember we waited for her at the stage. She was trembling. I remember when she was coming off from the matatu, she was like trembling. She was crying. She was worried and devastated. And so we were asking about her, what happened. She could not really talk. I remember we walked from the state back home, and she said nothing until we got home. That's when she narrated the story, and we all got worried because now we were like, what happened to you? Did this guy hurt you? What happened to you? And now, apart from the phone and the money, what else happened? Were you hurt or nothing? But she said nothing. But to our surprise, she had a cut somewhere around here, a very deep cut, a very, not so deep actually, but it was a cut. To me, it seems like a nail cut or something. I don't know. It was a cut, and she was feeling some kind of little pain. So it was not as serious. No, it was not serious, but there was a cut that she had not realized before, but there was a cut. So I don't know what really happened. I don't know why she had that cut, how she forgot about everything. But when now she narrated to us the story, we all got worried because how? Do you know this guy? No, because okay, when she came back home, it was like she would tell us the story. We were not laughing at that moment because it was serious, but we would ask her so many questions. Do you know this guy from somewhere? And she would say no. Have you ever seen this guy? No. Can you remember this guy? No, nothing. So she didn't know this guy, and this guy had introduced himself as uncle. I don't know, have something like this ever happened to you? Like somebody just comes to you, introduces himself or herself as somebody so close, and you just bought the idea. So I don't know if my sister got confused because this guy greeted him, gave him, okay, they handshaked, maybe he had something. I don't know what really happened. I can't explain this, but I don't know, sometimes I find it so hard to believe. How can you, who does that? How can you, somebody comes to you and introduces to you like, I'm your uncle, I'm your aunt, I'm your cousin, I'm your mama, and you just bought the idea. I think, I don't know if it has ever happened to you. What happened to you? What have you, if you have had such an experience, please leave a comment below and share your experience. What happened after that? And were you hurt? What happened actually in your experience? I think there's a lot of things that really happens in the society, in the world we are living in today. Con men all over, and they have their own tactics. They have their own way of conning people. Some people will, I think it's just about earning your trust. That's why they will come to you, or maybe they also come to you with something that will really worry you so that you can panic and buy the idea of whatever they are telling you. I really don't really understand. My sister have gone through the same. Today I laugh about it, but it was very serious. Please, thank you so much. And I'm actually going to give another story, but now on a part two, about the same sister, the kind of crazy thing she has gone with con men, the kind of thing she has endured. Please just stay tuned to my channel and make sure to watch my next video where I'll still be narrating about another experience about my sister. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. And please, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys.